viewers, and welcome to Women's Football Show in the country. It's another exciting episode once more for the Women's Bola Show. And of course, your favorite face is back on your screens. I am your usual host, Bupe Jen. On the new season 3 first time, special thanks to my co-host Taonga Doras Arawa, who served you well in my absence. On today's episode, we have an exciting episode for you all the way from Chipata. Stay glued. I don't have an analyst, but I'll be joined by my producer who is going to keep me company because the boys are out. This is my producer who has joined me so that I don't talk to myself. One of the people who is behind the scenes to make sure that we give you an awesome content of the women's football in Zambia. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm alright. I'm alright. Thank you. And how are you? We missed you.
We missed you.
Okay, so we saw that one of our people went away. Tell me something about it.
I'm sure the people out there are looking forward to want to come to viewers.
Oh, they were in Chipata, right?
Yes, they were in Chipata. And I'm so positive they did a very good job. No, I trust it.
So, to get underway, let me give you what we promised you. We had Van Nicholas who visited Chipata and had the chance to speak to the players and the GS of Chipata girls who are playing in the Division 1 League Southern.
Thank you very much from the studios. Today I have a guest, a special one, all the way in Chipata, where I'm privileged to host the General Secretary for Chipata girls, a team which has campaigned in the Super League before. They are now playing the National League, so they will be able to tell us their plans this season as they try to bounce back to the Super League. So as I introduce my guest now, General Secretary Marido Piri for Chipata girls. Welcome to the interview.
Thank you very much.
So just give us an insight of how it's been in terms of running this girl side. Two seasons we've campaigned in the Super League, the other one the National League. How has it been the journey and how you are grooming these girls?
Yeah, thanks very much. First of all, I want to appreciate the subsidy for us. In the first place, I think just like you have watched, the journey has been rough. I think the time we were in the Super League, we started as underdogs. As usual, when you are starting, people will still take it that no, these are underdogs, they are beatable, they are what. But our whole essence was to build the girls so that they understand that football is played at different levels. So when we entered the Super League, we did our best, though we came out second last and we were relegated in the National League. But thank to us because our girls were exposed and most of the girls were even they had even gone to other clubs, which we feel it's a plus to our side because I think the whole idea was to expose the girls. That's the first thing that we had. We need to expose them so that they can even play at a different level. Now that we're in the National League, which we still feel, for us we still feel it's at that level because it's Super League for us. Our plans are that we just have to work extra hard and bounce back in the Super League. Because I know that where we are in the National League, we don't belong there, but we belong in the Super League. And that we have learned one or two things as we go back in the Super League that I think we'll put our house in order. But otherwise, we are doing fine. We have scouted for some other players from other sources where we know that we've been in a position to do the right thing.
But obviously you talked about the objective, obviously to bounce back into the Super League.
Yes.
In terms of players, how has it been in terms of how you are managing these players who are coming in, and also the fact that when you play in the Super League, it's always players going out, and also when you look to bounce back. So in the next season, when you bounce back to the Super League, how are you going to maintain the status of the players, especially that each time you go to the Super League, you are very afraid of certain players, always the best players to get relegated. So now, how are you looking to balance that and bring it to a sustainability so that going on in the future you can maintain your Super League status even as you play?
Yeah, I think one challenging factor has been maybe the sponsorship. That's why you find that maybe as you are moving to that level, people will think that maybe they go to some other clubs just to search for green pastures. But what we've done is we are talking to different stakeholders so that as the team bounces back in the Super League, we want to make sure that we maintain the players and find something that they're able to do, that they're able to sustain their lives. So that they can't move to say, let me go to Lusaka, let me go to Copper Belt. But even here in Eastern Province, we've been in a position to do that. So we have put plans ahead of us to say just have to come up with something which is going to assist all the players, so that even if they are there, they are playing a game, it's not just playing the game, but they should also look at other avenues where you know that after the game, what is it that these girls are supposed to do. So we are planning to take some other girls maybe for some other skills, and those we know that these have done well, we still want to take them maybe to other colleges so that they still upgrade their standards of living, and maybe school-wise. But that's our plan. We want just to keep the girls and find something which they can do. As they are playing a game, they should also do that.
You talked about obviously academic, and maybe there's just a plan in terms of sustaining the players maybe from here. Are you looking to make the project as big as maybe attracting players, let's say from the Copper Belt, maybe you pick a player to attract them from Lusaka? Is the project that big enough maybe coming in the next season? Or maybe just for now it's just about local players and sustaining them here, maintaining them, giving them a platform to go on and play for the best teams and maybe even national team?
Yeah, I think as of now we are not in a hurry, because what we want is first to build our own. We want to build our own, help our own. Of course, I know that maybe as time comes by, we will also look at other players who come from maybe of course, we have other players who come from Osaka, Copa, and these other things. But we want to start with our own, then from there it expands. That's why we're talking to different stakeholders, so that maybe as we start this, we should also think of not only in Chipata or maybe in Eastern Province, but we should think of a player playing at national team, a player playing at maybe outside the country. But we are doing this. We want to start with our own few numbers, then from there we know that it will expand. Because even the people that we have talked to, they want to come on board and assist the plan.
Right. And obviously, we know to say it's not easy to run football. We've been running.
Yes.
The president have been in around here for some time. We obviously talk about the challenge outside camera. But what's your message to these people of Chipata, Eastern Province, and even the business stakeholders in terms of supporting or just a message out there for the
Yeah, my message to the people of Chipata and Eastern Province at large is that this team is not only for me, for the president, that's DH Bangula, or maybe only for Chipata girls, but it's a community team. It's for Eastern Province. It's for the whole Chipata district. So what you are looking at is where people come on board and assist the girl child. Look at the point where we are moving this girl child away from bad vices. So parents should be happy to say we want to reduce the cases of pregnancies, early marriages. So we are appealing to the community to say if they can come on board and assist this team, I think it will go big. Because one, I think one other thing that we have come to fight for is that you find that there are dropouts, sometimes school dropouts. And if a girl child is not doing anything, they rush into marriage. They rush into doing some other evil things where you feel like, this girl can drink like this girl can do this. So what we want to do is that the community and Chipata girls, if they can work together, I think this thing will go big.
Thank you very much. So don't touch the dial, but we'll be able to host another guests as we progress in terms of our interview here. So we will have two special guests who are players from Chipata Girls. We'll be able to speak from them as well, as they have had experience in terms of playing the Super League and what they're about to share. Thank you very much. So like I mentioned, I have special guests who happen to be players for Chipata Girls. On my immediate left, it's Esther Mbewe, the captain, and also on my far left, it's Jelina, who's also been also one of the captains at that team. These are leaders we are talking about for Chipata Girls. Welcome to the interview, lady.
Thank you very much.
All right. So just a quick question. I'll start with the Esther here. Just give us a brief background about yourself. How long you've been with Chipata and how the experience has been with Chipata Girls.
I've been with Chipata Girls since 2016. That's when the club started. And we have managed to play provincial league. We went to Osaka for playoffs, and actually we qualified to the National League. And I was with the team. And after qualifying to the National League, we also managed to qualify to Super League. So I have been with this team, and I've gained a lot of experience through the same team. Yeah.
All right. So just you've talked about the experience and overall and how they've helped you grow, obviously from 2016 up to date. It's almost 9 years were to count, so meaning you've grown now into someone of an experience and you are now even the leader of a team. How helpful has this team been in terms of your career to be where you are? Also remember that you've been also called up to the national team. You talked about it at summer 2021. So how helpful has it been in terms of experience with the team?
Timu yanitandiza mu bintu bambiri kozi petenzo teya kulisaka ma teams ambiri they were able vanishitako sport out tikateko kuma teams kulisaka until nizina picking wako kuenda kuma trials in 2021 to compete kuli ba senior national team. So kuli icho cheve nikamba tawe timu yanishitako vintu vambiri kuti nifike pano penini.
So you talked about going to the national team 2021. How are you working yourself to make sure that you go back, and how was the experience with the national team that you're looking forward to go back?
That side the competition is very high because there are a lot of players who have been playing for many years that side. So the competition is very high. And what I can say is that I'll make sure I work hard until I'll be called to the national team. Yeah.
Alright, so I'll get back to you, Esther. Jelina, just a quick one. Introduce yourself, obviously, and just give us a brief about yourself as well.
Well, I'm a girl. I'm Jelina Kapalangwe, a girl aged 15, and I've been playing for Chipata girls almost for 7 years now. That was 2017. That's when I joined the team. And as the statement has already been articulated by my fellow captain here, playing for Chipata girls is really nice because I've gained so much experience as a girl child at a tender age. And we can say that Chipata girls have done a lot of things for, not just for me, but for other players. And I have gained that experience, that exposure, whereby I can feel I can play at par.
Jelina, just you've talked about the experience. How was the experience in the Super League last season that you played? At the age of 15, you were playing Super League. How has that helped you as well in your career last season that you were Super League, despite being relegated? How was the experience?
The experience was really good. At least I've gained that exposure whereby I can interact and meet up with other players who are big players. Some they play in the national team, such as like we can mention of Evel Tundu. And it's really been nice because I've gained that experience at a tender age whereby I feel that I can play. If she is able to play, I can also do it.
So just a quick one. I know it's not easy, and women's football in Zambia is just growing now. So how can you advise maybe a young girl who maybe wants to play football? You've played football in terms of highest level. You've also been part and parcel of the under 17 twice to the team. Luckily you did make it the team which is about to go to Dominican Republic. But overall, how is the experience, and what's your advice to them in terms of working hard back at home?
Well, for other girls who are at my age and others who are older than me, I can just encourage them to continue working hard despite of the circumstances that we pass through, because we usually experience different circumstances in life. So my advice to my fellow girls outside there, can only encourage them to just work hard and pursue their career. Football is a good term career.
All right. And for the captain, what's your advice maybe to the parents out there who maybe are stopping a girl child from going to play football out there?
To the parents, then okay, like then I stay in college is that ngatawana mwana aenda kubola noti bakazimulesa kozi monga ise time etangala mu life ya bola ivambiri vetashita kwa avoid. So advice nyo kamba ti batitandizire makolo kusta vetifuna kozi bola ititandiza mu bintu vambiri takwanisa kuyenda nkambe che country yonse in Zambia taienda because of the same thing. So nikutitandizira na wewe makolo batista che encourage tikweti enda ukuna technology tikazita like maybe for example wapeza mzako ashita vindu vya kuti iwe sifu nuchita nikushita che avoid wasita che concentrate pave uchita yo. So monga Bola yatitandiza ise especially monga kuno ku Eastern Province tima itenga kalibongala mu mulija kuti understand especially my parents ambili sama understand sama kama Bola si abakazi Bola ni abamuna chapi but monga ise tashita ko experience kama ti always bakazi tingazisunge patika through Bola yamini tashana avoid cause kuno kukwatiri wama kwatwa fast bantu wakuno especially ukankachena mwana makolo na wewe bakushita advise no mwamuna wewe uja kwatana na yeye vitani but isiti kamba ndiye kusila kwa life ukankala na mwana wa bwanji wewe kanga kwanisa ati waitenga life mwe wifunira mwene wake. So munga ise mwe tangalia life ya Bola au mbambi vitu ashitako avoid.
It's just maybe who you talked about Avels to Jelina there in terms of Avels to do. Who do you look up to as players or as a player as you try to aim high going forward in your career?
Well, I've talked about Everest Tundu being my inspirer, but I also look up at Martha Tembo, who is a defender, because I'm a defender. I can talk about the striker, meanwhile I'm a defender. I look up Martha Tembo. I just love her play. Her field of play is just marvelous. Yes.
Who inspires you as you try to get to higher heights?
For me, it's Lusho Mwem. Yeah, I like the way she plays and the heart she has. Yeah, so she inspired me a lot. Yes.
So maybe I don't know if you have any remarks to conclude. I'll start with the captain as we wind down the interview. If you have any concluding remarks overall, you think you feel we didn't maybe talked about, which you can at least address to the camera as we wind down. We'll start with.
The things which we don't talk about, it's about our club. Yeah, Chipata Keozi, it's a club which doesn't have a sponsor, and when the league starts, we struggled a lot in terms of accommodation, transports, and food, even player allowance. It's very difficult. No wonder every season we used to have new players because of the same thing, because players run out because they don't get paid. So if people come on board and assist us, this team, I'm sure, won't struggle again. So the major thing is sponsorship. Yes.
Very much. Very important aspect you brought out there. For you?
Well, a lot have already been said. As a club, it's a self-sponsored club, whereby we shall just come on board. Some, they are few. We can't mention that there are many at large. No, there are just few who come on board and assist us in terms of accommodation, transport, and all sorts of things that a player needs. So we can only ask for the people outside there to come on board and assist the team. Because as we assist the team, we inspire a girl child out there. And also just want to say, as we are going to start playing our team, our national league, we promise our fans outside there that we will truly bounce back to the Super League.
Right. Very good and high standards you've set there, obviously promising the fans that you will qualify.
Yes.
Thank you very much for joining us on the interview, and I wish you all the very best as you begin your next season in the national campaign, as you look forward to bounce back. And to the sponsors out there, make sure you hear what the girls have said, support the girl child, and obviously you've supported the nation. Thank you very much, and all the best for the season.
Thank you very much.
So there you have it. We just had a conversation with Chipata Girls General Secretary, as well as two players from Chipata Girls. From me, Van Nicholas, reporting from Chipata. It's back to the studios, and thank you for watching.
Welcome back, and thanks, Van, for that insight. Not forgetting special thanks to Chipata Girls team manager Willie for facilitating, and shout out to the club president Mr. Dube for the job well done. So Mlenga, we have Chipata Girls who won stand by 1. And they are beginning their campaign against Belinda Bowman. How exciting is this?
It is very exciting looking at the girls, both teams, the China girls at the newcoming team and the Chipata girls. I foresee this game to be a game that will be crucial because both teams will be there to prove the point to say this season is up for the game.
And when we look at Chipata girls, they have some young, exciting players.
Yeah.
Indeed, because Chipata girls have some exciting young players who are going to participate. I have seen that they played in the last season. Yes.
Are you an organization, a football team or athletics team looking for inexpensive and very comfortable accommodation within Ndola? Well, look no further. EB Lodges of Ndola is the answer. Comprising EB Stadium View Lodge of Twapia, conveniently located near the Levi Monawasa Stadium, and EB Guest House of Ndeke, loved by truckers and contractors. You are most welcome. You can book your accommodation in advance by calling 0977-253797 or 0967-253797. EB Lodges of Ndola for your mouth-watering meals and fully stocked bar. Perhaps the bar with the coldest beer in town. Get in touch now. EB Lodges of Ndola for your comfort and leisure.
Welcome back. Special thanks to our sponsors. The league is already getting exciting. Lenga, we saw Green Buffaloes lost 1-0 to Zescondola girls. For Zescondola girls, they failed to beat Green Buffaloes in last season, and this is the only reason they failed to go up there for to win the title in the last season. Looking at how Zesco performed in the previous game with Green Buffaloes, do you think they have what it takes to get to the top this season?
I think it's too early to tell, but the enforcement that we made, I'm sure we will see how it goes.
Indeed, the league is getting exciting. Well, we can't leave out Red Arrows and Indeni. For Indeni, they look so strong and they can do better in the next game. And of course, we can't leave out Green Buffaloes, the team to beat. Wrapping it up, we've come to the end of our show. Thank you very much, Milenga, for keeping me company because we didn't have the boys today. And I'm hoping to have you again on the next show in as much as we have the boys there.
You're welcome and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I can't wait. Well, special thanks to our sponsors, EB Lodges FN, located at Long On in town, for your good portrait pictures to keep your memories awesome. You know, memories comes once and you can't go back. Visit FN for your awesome portrait. And t-shirt printing, not forgetting. And not leaving out so good pub and grill. On behalf of my crew, Bola Yakumweso, I'm your host, Bope Jenny, saying bye. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Bola Yakumweso, and our page on Facebook, same name, Bola Yakumweso. See you next time. Bye.
Download it from ilovezmusic.com.